Here's a secret to auditioning your band in the most positive way. This is my secret sauce for auditioning well with a band. Okay, welcome to the Gig Lane, where we talk about Florida living as a Gen X full-time musician, part-time cast member at Disney World, and we've already got a commotion going on up here. They're waving flags on the side of the road, some sort of protest here. Yep. No. It's a impeach Trump protest. I won't talk about politics. So we got a little thing going on here in Davenport. So today's commute rolls from Davenport to Kissimmee. My gig is at Margaritaville Resort. I play at the Salty Rim. It's a great poolside gig. So I wanted to talk to you today. Again, my channel is about being a full-time musician, gig worker, Florida living, and a few other personal things that have happened in my life. So most of it, I hope to be positive, but there could be some negatives because it's not always easy living in Florida. So today is a chat for musicians about auditioning to get more gigs. The auditioning for maybe a corporate gig. I play covers. I don't write songs. I'm the guy that plays recognizable songs by the pool. In 2023, I did 265 gigs, making a really nice living. 2024, my wife was diagnosed with a serious illness, and so I had to pull back and...
I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch that. Could you please say that again?
And Siri has an idea when I say serious illness. So, in 2024, I had to pull back. I didn't play as many gigs to help care for her, and she was very sick, so it was really hard to focus. So I'm not going to talk about that right now. That's another video for the future. Right now I'm going to talk about auditioning. So you want to get this gig, you see some sort of audition. There's companies audition in different ways because there is so many shifts that have to be filled. They need a lot of entertainers. So I know you're hearing that thinking, oh, wow, there's so much work. Yes, there is. But the regulars do get a lot of that work. They fall into their lanes as far as who gets, not a bulk, but there are regulars get regular gigs. Doesn't mean you couldn't be one of those. So I-4 is looking good on Saturday. It's Saturday morning. It is noon. I start at 1 o'clock. So this will probably take 10 minutes. This is maybe 15. Awesome drive because they opened up this new lane on I-4. Amazing. So you see an ad somewhere. This is how I'll go through the process of getting the Margaritaville gig. The Margaritaville resort is run by their own entertainment department, where they schedule several venues around their property, and even some in Fort Lauderdale. So I think just one, I'm not sure. So you set up an appointment, and I did this. I was one of the entertainers that originally auditioned just before the resort opened 3 or 4 years ago. And they had a full-on Audition, where they just did a cattle call. Cattle call is where they just make appointments for, they're going to be new, so they, and that one at the time was through an agency. I've since left that agency. That's another topic altogether. So you get your appointment, you're going to go audition. What are you going to do? This is what's critical. You really have to think about, are you a good fit for this job? If you think you are, then you're going to want to enter, make a reservation. You're going to want to audition. So you get in front of these folks. Sometimes there's a whole panel sitting at a folding table. There could be 3, 4. They usually introduce themselves, and they would like you to submit a little synopsis about yourself. It should be a one-pager with a whole list of songs on the back that you play, so that they can get a feel for what do you do. Now, at the Margaritaville audition, the entertainment director looked at the list, and he would just say, play this song. And then you just went and you played it. He wanted to see, that was his way of auditioning. Oh, I see you have, this song on there. Play that one. And they saw something in me, and I sang, I played guitar. What is your song list going to be? If you're playing songs that nobody recognizes, you're not going to get that gig. You have to go in there. If they don't ask you to play something, you should play something on your own that they will recognize, that the audience will recognize. In Orlando, you're playing for people from all over the world. They're not going to judge you. They're only going to judge you on quality. They're not going to judge you on the songs you're playing. I always say, good is good. And if you play good, sing on key, and have a good presentation, you'll be fine. So sing something that is recognizable. Sing and play, and not my mom loves it when I do this one. Well, that might not be the right one. But maybe it is if you really do it that well. If strangers are telling you do that song good, then you do that song good. If your family members, well, my family would let me know. I hope they would let me know if I'm not doing so well. So they would probably go, yeah, you probably shouldn't do that one. You got to work on that one some more. So they would let me know. So that's how that audition went. And I've been working there for years. And so they gave me a shot, and I show up on time, and I start on time, and try and stay to the schedule. I'm flexible and work with them. And my quality is consistent. So I've seen other entertainers show up, they get the gig, and then they don't dress properly. As you can see, I'm dressed in resort wear. I have shorts on because I'm outside by the pool. Some of the corporate resorts don't want you to wear flip-flops. Don't show us your toes. So I wear Hey Dudes. They're comfortable. I look like I'm there on vacation. I'm looking my best every time. And, look, I'm not even wearing a Margaritaville hat. They don't care. So wear resort wear. You should dress as though you are a guest at the resort, so that you just kind of fit in with who you're entertaining, right? So if you want to play at the pool, you should look like you're dressed nice to go to the pool. So here's an example of how I screwed up at a gig. I was playing at the pool, and the same entertainment company asked me to play one of the other venues there. And I'm, in my own head doing my job. I show up, get all set up, I'm ready to go, and there I am in my pool attire, I played one chord, I looked out at the venue, and I realized I am not dressed right for this gig. And the entertainment director walked by. He held up a picture of me dressed for one of my rock shows, and he said, "Hey, where's this guy? We hired this guy for this gig." And I'm like, fortunately, we both found the humor in it, and I said, "I hear you loud and clear." And so I dress one way to play at the pool, and I dress another way to play maybe a nightclub type of venue. You can't show up in shorts to play the coffee house. Maybe that's probably not a good fit. So this is how you get a gig, because you may sing really well and play really well, but it's a business. And if you're not taking care of the business, they don't, they're not going to want to keep hiring you because you're a problem. You can't show up without your mic stand, So you have to throw that forward in your audition. Back to the audition, you have to throw that forward in the audition, that you're going to be prepared and that you're going to be able to take care of this need that they have for 4 hours and get it done. Someone like myself, I was a weekend warrior for 40 some years, and it was all fun and games. And sometimes you really didn't care. You're just hanging out with your buddies and goofing off. It's a little bit different here. These are big businesses that have they have a need, and they are at this property. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 stages every day that are being filled with entertainers. So they need a lot of good quality entertainers that can show up and do the job. They don't want to be chasing you around. Like, where's our guy? It's a business. They hire technicians that have to start on time. Things have to happen on time. It's a big company. So you have to show that in the audition, that you're professional and that you are going to be professional for them. And this particular entertainment department will take a look at you and go, well, let's see if we can make him work for our property. And they'll give you a chance. And if you show up, wrong, they're going to go, well, we tried. They might have a talk with you and say, look, you're going to have to wear, different clothes and try and polish this a little bit. And they're willing to take a chance on you. Most of these places are. And it could be a good piece of business for you. So another way to audition. If you have a band and you get in front of an entertainment group, and they've been auditioning bands all day long. So here we go. I come in the back entrance for this one. This is the residence entrance. So here's a secret to auditioning your band in the most positive way. Put a medley together of everything that they are going to, I think I gotta say hi to this guy. Hey, mister. Hey. We're in. Put a medley together. This is my secret sauce for auditioning well with a band. Put a medley together so when the decision makers walk in the room, they're going to sit down again at some folding table in an ugly room. You're all set up, you're ready to go, and they're going to say, this is so and so. So they're going to introduce themselves. I would do the same thing real quick. This is so and so, Jim on bass, Joe on drums, and then boom, you want to hit a 5 to 7 minute piece with 5 to 7 songs in that. So you're going to take and cut these all together so that you're playing a medley of everything you do, slow, fast, all the, you don't want them to have an opportunity to to start questioning things. Show them that you have polish, that you can take whatever time frame they give you and make a show. They're giving you a 15-minute audition. So you're going to spend 5 minutes, glad handing, hello, how are you? You then take that next, probably 11 minutes that you have left, and you're going to, boom, you're going to go and you're going to show them that you rock. You're going to do it all. Highlight the members that have, the vocal range, do the signature drum licks, the drum hits that they'll recognize, that'll make them toe tap. I got to find a better parking spot. This way, you're going to be the most memorable. Another secret I have is if you can audition, if you think you have a strong audition, you want to audition last. Because then if everybody else came in all day long and played Brown Eyed Girl or something from beginning to the end, or some song that, they only need to hear 45 seconds of it to know that you can do it really well. If another band is coming in and doing that and they're playing songs in their entirety, they failed. Even if they're a great band, their audition is not going to be strong, because the entertainment people are just sitting there going, okay, here we go. We heard this. We're going to do verse 2. Wow. So don't do that. This is really good advice in a band audition, in a corporate situation. Same with your video, cut together just the highlight reel of people cheering. If you're even so bold as to get folks in the crowd, making comments, a cool comment from somebody, a fan in the crowd, cut to a piece of a song. So you want it real short, real quick. You want that at the end of that. And I'm going to tell you this works, because this is exactly what I did at Disney for the Disney Springs audition. And do you think that the folks at Disney have auditioned bands before? They hired us on the spot, and we were the last one of 2 days of auditions, and they responded with wow, and we worked there for 5 years. It was 5 years worth of work. It was amazing experiences. I still have a relationship with Disney Entertainment. So this is the best way to audition. Sometimes I'm in auditions and I can hear other entertainers through the air wall at a hotel, and they're playing the whole song. There's a guitar player in there playing the entire song. Don't do that. You just want to, if they don't direct you with what they want, you need to be prepared to take over and just go. Do this 3 minutes, do 5 minutes of, here's the third song. They'll raise their hand. Okay, great. That's great. That either means you're not what we're looking for and you need to be prepared for that. Again, here's another audition where I failed miserably, and it was a Disney audition, and I really wanted this job, but I misread the request. So the request was for a singing guitar player, and it was for a show in the theme parks that had ran in the past, and it was going to run again. Well, I didn't know how their business worked, so I was learning. I thought, well, I'll just go on YouTube and I will find the show, and I'll sing a song from the show, because I know that I have a relatively decent voice and I'm a decent guitar player. But the reality was I saw a singing guitar player, and I thought that my door opener was that maybe I would be a guitar player that sang better than the next guy, and that's going to get me the job. Well, it doesn't work that way in that show. There's unions involved, there's actors equity involved. The singers are a different audition. They just wanted somebody that could vocalize. They were really looking for a guitar player first. And I went in there and just punched chords and sang, and I thought, I got this. Well, I really failed, because had I gone in there and played some of the signature leads from the show, showing that I'm already ready to go with the show. They didn't ask if you could sight read. They didn't ask anything. I can't sight read. And I thought, well, I'm going to go in there. I think I've got this. Well, I failed. I didn't get a call back. They're like, oh, nice job. You actually sing pretty good, but that's a different role. So I was out, because I wasn't even, probably not even auditioning for the folks that were making the decision for the singing role. And if they were, it was a different day when they would be looking at 10 other singers. So maybe 50 other singers, maybe singers that had done the show in the past. So, and one of the singers that got the job was a finalist on American Idol. I mean, it was an amazing singer. I never could have, I don't sing that good. So he's fantastic. So, I put myself in a situation that I couldn't possibly have gotten the job. So again, you live, you learn. It's how do you audition for this client? What are they looking for? And how do I show them that I can supply that specifically? You want to create a specific audition for the client. For the by the pool gig, it's going to be up in a hotel ballroom, and they're looking for entertainers that are going to fit out there and play the right music. And they don't want to hear you play an entire song. So that's my message for today. I got to go to work. I got a gig. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Take care.